I'm Jimmy Ralph of the Grey Cup champion Toronto Argonauts, and I'm Canada West created. Okay, yeah, I learned a lot. We were going through a transition period when I got there, so we were with a new coaching staff. So, we were going through some challenges at that time. So, there wasn't a ton of success, but I learned a lot. I learned a lot how to deal with adversity. I mean, we stayed as a team together, but we just had some missing pieces at the time while I was there. So, yeah, I learned how to deal with adversity and kind of try and bring the team together through tough times. So, it was a good experience. I'm happy. It forced me to learn how to manage my time. I became a morning person, like I said earlier, because of that, because I realized, I had to find a way to get things done and be productive. But I realized that I was tired through university playing and doing school, so I learned to get up early and get things done early so that when practice was done I could get off my feet and relax. And it was challenging, I won't lie. Going through that, I thought I'd be a draft pick, and when I went undrafted I was surprised. But looking back and going through what I had to go through, I'm very grateful for it, because like you said, it fueled me. It gave me an edge to come to work every day, and now I've set goals that maybe I wouldn't have set as early as I did as a professional, because I knew my back was against the wall and I had to fight to get to where I was. And so yeah, I realized that the draft, it really doesn't mean much once you get to camp. And everybody's a player and you're all trying to make the team, and people kind of forget about who was drafted where. So I came in there with an edge, and it's kind of pushed me to where I've got to today, and continues to. Probably the playbook. That was the biggest jump. The speed, obviously, and the athletes out there, but you kind of get used to that. But the playbook and the terminology, it was pretty much learning a whole new language. And when you're stressful dealing with everything, especially being undrafted, and you get limited reps in camp and stuff, and then all of a sudden hearing a play call in the huddle that sounds like 2 or 3 sentences, it's tough. You got to learn a whole new language. So that was probably the biggest challenge. But once I got that, then I was able to play fast and just play free. And so once I got that, things changed. I think I've been a part of a couple championship teams growing up, but that was probably the most team chemistry, brotherhood I've ever felt. It was weird because even though we kind of won with a lucky play at the end of the game that kind of allowed us to win it, I kind of had a feeling that we were going to win it some way, somehow, just because we had that team chemistry. It was special. I've never had anything like it on any other championship team. It was crazy what Coach Trestman was able to do to bring us together, and I think that's a big reason why we won, and that's why things fell in our place, because we had that belief in each other that it was going to happen some way, somehow. Yeah, I'd say, just looking back at my experience, I'd say, do what you can on the field. Obviously, put good tape on every play. The scouts are watching every play, not just the plays that you get in the balls. So, whether it's backside blocking on a play or running to the ball to the whistle, those are the kind of things they'll get you in the door. And like you say, it doesn't matter where you get drafted or if you get drafted, just putting yourself in an opportunity to get into a camp. And then when you're there, it's making the most of your opportunities, and they're going to come limited, but you got to be prepared, and that's the things you can control. And so yeah, that'd be what I'd say. See tomorrow's Grey Cup champions today by watching the road to the Hardy Cup on Canada West TV.